It is Sunday, the 14th of May. It is round 7 of the Premier Formula Racing League. We have 5 red lights and they are out and we are on our way here. Luka takes the pack to turn 1 and the Alpine already caught the Ferrari of Plum there, and Plum goes wide and loses a lot of positions, unfortunately for him, and the Aston Martin there of Tainsy already in P5 into turn 1. Not that exciting at the front as it seems, but behind we have the broken front wing from the McLaren alongside the Williams, and the Red Bull there goes off the track. But look at Sapphire, the one who we expected that must gain some positions, now loses his front wing and still is in a fight with the Williams. Let's see what tires they are on. Look at that. Oh my god, Luka on the soft compound tire, starting at the fastest compound. And that is why he didn't qualify earlier. He wanted to start on that soft compound tire. Luke Walstow and Gandalf both are on the medium tire. Luke Walstow still behind Luka Also, as Luka makes a very big mistake here. And that gives Luke Walstow the opportunity to go for it here. Into turn 4 we go. They are side by side and Luke Walstow takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix here. Plum, the Ferrari, going around the outside here in turn 3 and gets the move done. Who gets the DRS? That will be Gandalf, and he is on the inside line for turn 4. Let's see if they leave each other enough space. Oh, and Plum is trying it around the outside here. That is brave, but not brave enough because Gandalf defends like a real driver should do. Here we have a nice shot from Luke Walstow and Luka fighting for the win. And Luka is really getting a good exit here, but Luke Walstow is getting a better exit as it seems. Luka however, with the DRS and tries it here around the outside and gets the move done indeed on that soft compound tire. Now, will they switch positions again here? It will cost them time, you would say, but it doesn't really because Gandalf now on 3.3 seconds. What did I say? Plum, because Plum made the move here on Gandalf, and the three of them now going into turn 4. And Gandalf is alongside Plum. Do they leave enough space to each other? Yes, they do. And Gandalf takes the position back around the outside. But Ovek also really on the tail here of Plum. Really close fight between the three of them. As the Ferrari of Plum again gets the DRS together with Ovek. What will they do now? Will Plum go for it again? Yes, he will. He takes the inside line and leaves room for Gandalf, which means that Gandalf will get the better exit out of this corner. And Luke Plum needs to watch the McLaren, because the McLaren of Ovek will go around the outside here. They had a little bit of a touch, I think, but Ovek is now past Plum. They are not teammates. No, they are not, but they need to work together to get to Luke Walstow. And if they don't pass Gandalf soon, well, then they will never do this race. Luka is going into the pits in lap 10. And he will probably go to that medium compound tire, will he? Yes, he will. Back to the fight for P2. We see that Ovek passed Gandalf on the straight. And Gandalf gets the DRS back. But will he get the position back as well? He goes for it here. He brakes very late and is now on the inside line of the next corner. But will he take that position? They are still side by side. Ovek has the better exit and Gandalf slips away. And that means that Ovek still has that P2. But look at the time. The defense of Gandalf is really working. He works for Luke Walstow because he defends like hell And the time is going up and up. 3.7 seconds now between the top two. Oh, as Ovek makes a little bit of a mistake there. And they are side by side. New Gandalf tries it on the inside here of turn 5 and gets the position from Ovek. Because he wants that DRS and he is now very close to the back of Gandalf. What did I say already alongside? And Plum also alongside. And can he take Ovek into one go here? He doesn't do that. He gets a terrible exit out of that corner. And now needs to watch his back as Gandalf gets the DRS on Plum. Will Gandalf go for the inside here on turn 4? He will. Oh, and they wheel bang here into turn 4. And Gandalf takes the position. What a fight between these three drivers. The first medium runner who goes to the second medium tire. Okay, that is interesting. He goes for a two-stop strategy. That is interesting because does that mean that Luka Jovic is doing the same? Will Luka Jovic also go for a two-stop strategy? Gandalf going in right now. And let's see where he ends up. Did Plum get a brilliant outlap? He is now on start-finish. And this will be a very close one. Because here is Plum. And there is Gandalf. And Plum takes that position from Gandalf. And we see that Ovek and Gandalf are going side by side into turn 3. Oh, and they touch. The inevitable did happen. They touched the both of them. Jersey gets a 3-second time penalty, but because of that he gets a better exit into turn 1 and he takes back P6 from Tainsy. But Tainsy will think, well, you do that, I get the DRS in here, so I will take you back anyway. And you have that 3-second time penalty, no battery left at all. For sure Tainsy will win this fight. However, he needs to pit. And it is starting to rain. It is starting to rain. Holy shit, this race will go from boring to absolutely amazing. Because Jersey is committing and Tainsy is not. Tainsy is driving along. Luka Jovic also still on track. Who is in the pit then? We see that Jersey is pitting. We see Ovek going wide, currently in P2. We see Luke Walstow is on the intermediate tires and the DRS is disabled. We are getting rain at the end of this Grand Prix. Luka Jovic is already on the intermediate tire. We totally missed that. Oh, and he's almost loses the car there. But still in front with a lot of time penalties. Oh, Luka. That was the plan you were taking. I did not know it was going to rain, and that is because we don't get a fall forecast. Ovek into the pit and loses a couple of positions, of course. Gandalf will go into the pit as well, together with Tainsy. And Plum, already on that intermediate tire, will go to P3 back again. Well, we see a fight going on between Tainsy and Ovek. Ovek loses another position here. Ovek, who could have go for P5 at least in that group with Plum and Gandalf, ends up behind Tainsy. And Tainsy will have wanted that because... Oh, Ovek, oh, don't slip away, oh! Ovek, what are you doing, my man? Slips away, DNFs. Could have gone for P5 at least. But now out of the race and Sapphire, his teammate just drove by him and sees that the McLaren of Ovek is not anymore. Oh no. At the same time, the last lap is running for Luka Jovic. What a race we have seen, we have witnessed so far. The beginning was very exciting between P2, P3 and P4, between Plum, Gandalf and Ovek. In the end, we had some rain. We thought, what are you doing, Luka Jovic? Starting on the soft compound tire, going to the medium compound tire. You can never drive that to the finish line. But he knew something we didn't know, and that was that it went raining at the end of this Grand Prix. And he takes the checkered flag here in the Austrian Grand Prix. He wins the Austrian Grand Prix, despite the fact that he had a 9-second time penalty. Luke also crosses the line in P2, and 10 seconds we have to wait for the man in P3. Plum finishes and completes the top 3, completes the podium here. But the winner of the Austrian Grand Prix is Luka Jovic once again.